Hello and a warm welcome here on my channel Bestelkiste. Thanks for tuning in. I have two devices here. First, the iVolt, which is my power station with 890 watt hours of storage capacity, and the Bosch RV diesel heater with an output of 5,000 watts, 5 kilobars. So some people have written to me and they wanted to know how much such a device consumes. So it's clear. If I want to take the parking heater with me on the go for camping, etc., then of course I also need power. And I can run it wonderfully with a power station like this. And the devices actually don't need much power. Well, I can only say this for the Bosch RV right now. I have linked both devices in the video description. If you're interested, you can take a look there. And yes, the power consumption is low. And I'll show you that now. The only thing that consumes a bit more power is this startup mode. And after that, I'll show you the mode, yes, where the heater's output is at its lowest, the medium range, and of course the highest range with the different consumption levels. So I'd say I'll start the device now and turn on the diesel heater. It has a startup phase, which takes a little while, where a glow plug is powered by electricity. And yes, then the power consumption will also increase. So the fan is already starting to run. I'll zoom in a bit. Then you can see it a little better. Currently, we have a consumption of 0 watts. 8 watts, 9, now it's going up. So that means the glow plug is probably being supplied with power now. And that just needs a bit of power. Now we're already at 58 watts, 60 watts, yes, 70 watts, 75 watts. And now it's really going up. So the startup phase does cost some power, but it lasts, I'd say a maximum of 3 or 4 minutes. Then the device is ready for operation. So now we're even at 114 watts and we still don't hear a pump running. This is now just the heating of the, yes, injection nozzle or spark plug. I don't know exactly what it looks like in there. But that's what's currently eating up the power. And here we see we're currently only at 9 hours. If you suddenly wonder during the video why it says 93% here, that's simply because I have to shoot the first part again, mainly because I had an audio problem due to some technical issues. But that doesn't change the fact that we can now see exactly how much power we're using here. So everything is still preheating. Nothing is happening yet. I hope that it's slowly starting now. And now you can hear a slight clicking sound. That's the diesel pump, which is now injecting the fuel. And yes, you can also hear a slight combustion noise. And the fan, yes, is running nice and easy. But we are still currently at a pretty high overall level of power consumption. I'll switch to the lowest mode to start. We're consuming, or rather, we have an output of 1.4 kWh, which is 1400 watts. So now we can see that the power consumption is going down a bit. We're now getting down to 89 watts. So the glow plug has gone out now, but the fan is still at full speed, but we're already at about 42 watts. But at some point, as expected, the fan will also gradually slow down. And then the power consumption will decrease even further. And that's what we're seeing now. It's happening right now. We're already at 36 watts. The fan is slowing down. And so we're now slowly getting into a range where we're using little power. Well, I've now set the diesel heater to the lowest setting. So we have it set to 1400 watts here. Currently it's putting out, I don't know if you can see, about 90 degrees. it's coming out nicely, so it's pleasantly warm. And we now have a consumption between 14 watts and occasionally it goes up, 25 to about 30. So I would say we have an average consumption of no more than 20 watts at the lowest setting. So now, of course, we still have the option, yes, to switch to the highest setting. I'll do that now. And then we'll take another short break until the device has fully powered up. I'll turn it up to 5,000 for now. There. It takes a moment for it to start up, and then I'll be right back. So, here at the highest setting, you can now slowly hear the fan slowly ramping up. And right now, we're currently at about approximately 45 watts. Apparently constant. Yes, you could say we're getting comfortable and adjusted, I think, at a constant 50 watts. At the highest setting, the fan at the highest setting. And also, yes, then we can go for about 17 hours. Here with this device, we can heat for 17 hours at the highest setting until the power runs out. So I'll turn the whole thing down again. Down to half, to 2,500 watts. So we can see what the power consumption of this parking heater looks like in the medium range. Well, I've now adjusted the diesel heater right here to the medium range. That means we are now at 2,500 watts of power. And there we consume, I think, about 25, 26 watts. If you look here, it jumps back and forth between 19 and 33 watts. Occasionally you can also see 40, but it's mostly in that range. So I would roughly estimate 25, 26 watts we consume in the medium range, and with this power station we can already get over 30 hours. The power station has 890 watt hours of storage, so less than 1 kWh. And to have such a long heating performance continuously, yes, that's quite something. You don't have the heater on all the time. You'll probably turn it on in the evening hours or maybe let it run through the night. But during the day, it's off. You can certainly manage well for 2 or 3 days with a well-filled power station, yes. So this combination definitely works very well. Yes, I've reached the end of my video. I hope I was able to show you a little something about the consumption of such a diesel heater. If you leave a thumbs up, I would of course be happy. Likewise, if you subscribe to me and if you turn on the bell, you won't miss any videos. And then we'll hear from each other again next time, and I wish you a nice day. Take care.